Whilst I haven't read the Japanese light novel series, I did adore the 2 seasons of Spice and Wolf, the anime. Where's season 3, everyone? Will it ever happen? Better bloody well do. Anyway, that was enough for me to buy Spice and Wolf VR, which I reviewed a couple of years ago on my channel, and this is really nice, but it's 25 minutes for a very full-priced game, and that's not really value for money. And sadly, I have to say the same is true for Spice and Wolf VR2. This again sees you play as Craft Lawrence, the 25-year-old travelling merchant who has now married Hollow the Wolf, and you've got a little one. And the whole point of this is that you are preparing a feast, and Hollow and your child are running around doing their own little thing, and you get to stay seated in one place and kind of look around, occasionally search and click on a few hidden coins so that you've got some collectibles, and you watch the story unfold. So far, so very anime. The beauty of all of this is that it is really nicely polished and put together because there's only a couple of areas that you're actually sat inside. So none of this typical PSVR graininess that you get in the graphics. It feels bold and colourful and visual and has real fluidity to it, especially when you've got Hollow's tail fluffing around everywhere. And that, combined with the Japanese voice acting, really lands this I'm sat inside an anime feel really well. And that's by far the best compliment that I can give this as an experience. It's one of the best of this kind. However, again, it's a 25-minute episode at best that you are sat inside several scenes, not really being able to do anything apart from spot some coins and follow the camera around. And it reminds me very much of the early tech demos that you had of VR, which it was enough to just sit there and be like, "Ooh, I'm inside something 3D." This hasn't gone beyond that, and whilst there is a nice and wholesome slice of life story going on, very much like the laid back camp games that have come out, this is like those games, but with even less interaction and less choices and less anything involved, because you are literally just sat there watching it unfold. Once you've completed the main mode, it then unlocks a kind of bonus family movie night extra. And what this does is see the three of you sit down as a family, and Craft and Hollow tell their daughter about how they met and fell in love using stills of season 1 of Spice and Wolf, the anime. And I think this is a fantastic idea because they reminisce, they banter off of each other, and it feels so wholesome and warm and lovely and cozy. And I preferred this almost to the main actual game because of the way how they interplay off of each other, and it just feels really natural and wholesome. However, though, this is just another 25 minutes. So I bought this game, Spice and Wolf VR2, at 40% off, I think it was, on the PSN store. I still think it's really over pushing, and it's still not value for money in terms of the experience that you get and the price that I paid. But yeah, I absolutely would not recommend this at full price in any way, shape or form. And I appreciate that this is pandering to a very niche audience that would be after a Spice and Wolf VR game. And that's why it probably comes with such a meaty price tag. But yeah, there needs to be some realistic expectations here of what you're getting. And whilst what is here is beautifully done, it is extremely short. And you need to know that going in. And know that you aren't necessarily going to get value for money, but you will get a wholesome and warm experience.